Hello everyone, let us continue the problems of power relations. So, now we have to discuss the 8th problem, right. See, a voltage is 150 sin 10 cube t is applied a series RLC circuit which is having RLC like that. Then we have to calculate the power supplied by the source, the reactive power supplied by the source, that is we have to calculate P, Q and the reactive power of capacitor, therefore QC and QL, finally power factor. So, we have to calculate all these parameters. Okay. Solution. These all are connected in series RLC circuit, right. We all know that. First, we have to calculate the power supplied by the source. Okay. So, given V of t is nothing but what? 150 sin 10 cube t, right. So, from this is Vm. Vm is what? 150 volts, therefore, Vrms is what? 150 by root 2 volts, clear. And given omega is what? 10 cube, 1000 radians per second, clear. And R is what? 40 ohms, L is what? 0.13 Henry. Therefore, XL we have to calculate, that is omega L. What is the value of 1000 into 0.13, which is equals to what? 130, right? 130 ohms. Next, XC, which is equals to what? 1 by omega C, 1 by 10,000 into C is what? 10 microfarad, 10 into 10 power minus 6. So, from this XC is equals to 1 by 10 power minus 5, 10 power 4, 10 power minus 2, which is equals to what? 100 ohms. So, we have XL, we have XC. So, which one is more? Therefore, XL is more than XC, right. Therefore, what is the value of Z? Therefore, Z is equals to what? R plus J into, which one is more? XL. XL is more than X, that is why XL minus XC, that is case 1, right. From this, mod Z is what? R square plus XL minus XC whole square, which is equals to what? What is the value of R? 40 square plus XL is what? 130 minus 100 whole square, which is equals to 1600 plus 900. From this we can get 250, right. Sorry, 50. 2500 we got 2500, that is Z is equals to what? 50 ohms. Therefore, the angle of Z is what? Tan inverse XL more than XC, therefore, XL minus XC by R, right. So, this is the, from this phase angle is what? Sorry, this is the angle of Z, therefore, that is nothing but phi. So, tan inverse 130, only we have 30 by 40, which is equals to 36.86, 36.86. This is the phase angle, right. So, Z is equals to mod Z at an angle phi, therefore, Z is what? 50 at an angle 36.86 degrees. This is the value of impedance. Okay. That is it. Next, we have to calculate Z completed, then current. First, we have to calculate the current. What is power supplied by the source? Vi cos phi, Vi sin phi. From this QC is nothing but what? I square XC, I square XL, which is nothing but Power factor. Simply see, cos of this angle is nothing but power factor. Okay. Therefore, current is equals to V by Z, right? What is the value of V? VRMS 150 by root 2 by Z is what? 50. This is at an angle 0, right? 50 at an angle 36.86 degrees. Therefore, 150 by root 2, 3 by root 2. This is at an angle minus 36.86 degrees, right? This is the value of current. It is 3 by 1.44, approximately 1.22 minus 36.86 amperes. Okay. This is the value of current. I is equals to what? Clear. Then we have to calculate. First one is what? Power supplied by the source. P is equals to what? V I cos phi. What is the value of V? VRMS 150 by root 2 into 3 by root 2 cos of 36.86 degrees. This negative sign represents what? Lagging, right? Lagging angle. So, from this we got 750 by 2, that is 375 cos 36 plus, sorry, we got 180 watts. So, from this the power supplied by the source is nothing but 180 watts. Or we can calculate also P is equals to what? I square into R. What is the value of I? 3 by root 2 into what is the value of R? 40. From this 9 by 2 into 40, right? See 20. So, from this also we can get the value of power supplied is 180, right? R, you can calculate R. So, first part is completed. Next B, what is that? Q, which is nothing but V I sin phi, right? What is the value of V? 150 by root 2, which is 3 by root 2 sin 36 plus, which is equals to, we can get 450 VAR, 450 volt ampere reactive. Okay, sorry. (135) volt ampere reactive. Next, C is what? Reactive power of capacitor. Is, that is nothing but what? QC, I square XC only, right? Therefore, QC is what? I is what? 9 by 2 I square into I square, XC is what? 100. See, 250, 450 VAR. Reactive power of capacitor is what? 450 volt ampere reactive, like that. Reactive power of inductor is what? QL, right? Which is nothing but I square into XL. We all know that these formulas, right? Therefore, L, which is equals to what? I square is what? 9 by 2 into XL is what? 130, 65. So, we can get 585 VAR. QC is what? C. This is the net, sorry, the power supplied by the source is what 180, active power is what 180 watts, reactive power is what 135. This is the XL minus XC into I square, that is the value of 135. See, from this QC is what 450, QL is what 585, 585 minus 450 is what 135, that is QL minus QC. Which one is more? QL is more, right? That is why. See, XL is more, that is why QL is more. QL 185, this is what 450. From this we can get 135 VAR, 135 VAR, which is equals to what? Q only, right? See, this answer and this answer both are equal. Like this we can calculate. We can calculate direct VI sin phi, or we can calculate the net reactive power from this net reactive power of capacitor, reactive power of inductor. Then we have to check which one is more. Here inductive reactive power is more than the capacitor reactive power, therefore QL minus QC is what 135, that is I square into R P J into I square into XL minus XC is nothing but reactive power supplied by the source, that is 135. Clear? Next E, power factor is what? Cos phi is equals to cos of 36.86 degrees, which is equals to what? 0.8 power factor. Is it leading or lagging? See, the current is at an angle minus 36.86. Impedance is what? Plus 36, but coming to current, it is minus 36.86. So, current lags voltage by 36.86 angle. So, this is lagging. So, 0.8 lagging. The power factor is what? 0.8 lagging. Next problem, find the real power supplied by the current source from the figure. Okay. So, this is, we have 4 ohm branch, J10, inductive reactance, capacitor reactance, and a current source. That too he provided, that is the RMS value of current. Okay. Simple. First we have to calculate the equivalent impedance from this. See, these two, this branch, for example, this is Z1. See, this is Z2. Z equivalent is what? Z1 is connected in parallel with Z2. Therefore, Z1, Z2 by Z1, Z2. That is it. We have equivalent impedance, we have current. V is equals to I into Z. We are going to get the value of voltage. That is it. The answer is completed. See, these two are connected in parallel. So, in this problem, we are not dealing any term with respect to admittance. If you know the concept of impedance, that is enough. In order to solve any problem, if you know the concept of impedance, that is enough. There is no need of getting the concept of admittance from this sinusoidal steady state analysis, but you have to know the concept of that admittance. Okay. See, from this Z1 is what? 4 plus J10, right? Z2 is what? 1 minus J 0.6. So, from this Z equivalent is what? 4 plus J10 into 1 minus by 4 plus J10 in plus 1 minus J 0.6, right. From this we can get Z equivalent is equals to mod Z at an angle Z, right, or at an angle phi. Now, we have to calculate the value of mod Z and angle. Okay. So, from this we are having what? 4 place to 1 minus 0.6, but we have what? 4 plus 1 5 plus 9.4. We can get 1.07 1.071 minus J 0.5. This is the value of Z equivalent. So, from this 1.071 minus 0.5, we are having mod Z is equals to what? 1.182 at an angle minus 25 degrees. This is the, sorry, mod Z is what? And angle minus 25 degrees, right? See, that is, you can write Z is equals to 1.182 at an angle minus 25 ohms. Clear? We are having the value of Z equivalent. Z equivalent. We have current, that is RMS, right? 3 at an angle minus 10 amps. From this, V is equals to what? I into Z only. I is what? 3 at an angle minus 10 into Z is what? 1.182 at an angle minus 25 degrees. This is 10. From this, we can get 3 point, I think approximately 3.5 something minus 35 degrees. This is the value of voltage, right? I think 3.54. Which one is leading? Which one is lagging? See, current is 3 at an angle minus 10, voltage is what? 3.54 at an angle minus 35. Which one is leading? Which one is lagging? Which one is leading? Which one is lagging? Current leads voltage by 20 degrees, 25 degrees. Current leads voltage by 25 degrees. See, 10 plus 25 is nothing but minus 35. Okay. Therefore, we have to calculate real power. By the current source is nothing but what? P is equals to, we all know that V I cos phi only. What is the value of V? 3.54 into, what is the value of current? 3 into cos of, angle is what? Angle, at any case the angle should be cos of this phi, cos of this phi, okay, cos of 25 degrees. What is this answer? 9.6 watts. P is equals to, we can get the answer is 9.61, okay, 9.61 I think, where power factor is leading, right? See, in case of impedance, we are having negative value of angle. Coming to current, we are having minus 10. Coming to voltage, minus 35. So, between these two, current leads voltage by 25 degrees. You can write here. Current leads by 25 degrees, right? Power factor is leading. So, this is one of the method. Okay, simple. From this, we have to calculate the equivalent impedance. From that impedance, we are going to get the angle. That's it. Cos of that angle is nothing but power factor. Completed. He provided current. From this impedance, we are going to calculate the value of voltage. Simple. V I cos phi is nothing but what? V into I into cos of this angle. 25. That's it. This is method 1, for example. Then method 2 is what? See, he provided the current source, the real power he wants. Therefore, I square, how many resistors we have? 1 and 2 only, 1 and 2. So, I square into 4 plus the current through this branch into this resistive branch. For example, this is the current source. This is, for example, I1, this is I2. Okay. This is leaving. Apply KCL. From this you can calculate I1. From this you can calculate I2. Okay. Method 2. This is, for example, method 1. Okay, this is method 2. In method 2, apply KCL and apply, see we have current. By applying current division principle, we can calculate I1 as well as I2. First, we have to apply current division principle, calculate I1 and I2, completed. Then next step, apply KCL. No need, just by applying current division principle we can get I1, I2. Therefore, real power which is equals to V I1 square into, what is the value of resistance in this branch? 1 plus I2 square into 4. That is the answer. You can get obviously 9.61 watts. This is the another method. That is it. He wants the real power supplied. That is it. Means what? I square into R. That's, we have only 2 resistors in this branch, 4 ohm branch. In this we have 1 ohm resistor. Therefore, I1 square into 1 plus I2 square into 4. That is it. Obviously, we can get 9.61 watts. Next problem is obtain the values of complex power of the sources. So, in this problem we have current source and voltage source, right? Okay. Okay. So, by using source transformation we can convert this current source into voltage, then we have simple loop circuit. From that we can calculate current, then after getting current the complex power of this source is one value, like that the complex power of this source is one value, right. So, by using source transformation technique, we can convert current source into voltage source. Then the circuit becomes what? This is voltage source. Like that we have series combination of impedance. Again we have voltage source, series combination of, this is 2 ohm branch, this is minus plus, this is what? 6 at an angle 60, this is J1 ohm branch, and this is what? 10 at an angle 30 degrees volts. For example, this is source 1, this is source 2. So, looks like what? Simple loop circuit. From this we can calculate the value of current, right. By KVL we can calculate I is equals to what? Simple, V by Z. I is equals to V by Z. Therefore, the value of current I is equals to what? So, 10 at an angle 30 plus 6 at an angle 60. 10 at angle 30 degrees plus 6 at an angle 60 degrees by, what is the impedance? 2 plus J1, right? 2 plus J1 only. So, you can calculate by using Cal C, or you can calculate like this. See, 10 into cos 30 degrees plus J sin 30 degrees, completed. Like that, from this part 6 into cos 60 plus J sin 60 by 2 plus J1, right. So, from this I is equals to 10 cos 30 means what? 0.866 plus J, you can write 0.5 plus 6 into cos 60 1 by 2, that is 0.5 plus J 0.866, right, by 2 plus J1. So, from this I is equals to, from this 8.66 plus 5J plus 3 plus 66 36, 48, 52, right? 5.2, J 5.2 by 2 plus J1. Therefore, value of I is nothing but what? 11.66 plus J 10.2 by 2 plus J1. Okay. Therefore, I is equals to, you can get 11.66 plus J 10.2 by 2 plus J1 into, we can multiply 2 minus J1 into 2 minus J1. This is very big process, right? So like this you have to calculate the value of I, or by using calculus you can get the value of current. So, what is the value? 11.66 plus 10.2 divided by 2 plus, we can get I is equals to 6.704 plus J into 1.748, right. So, this is the value of current, that is, this is the rectangular form, right. Now, we can get the value of current in polar form, 6.704, then 1.748. We can get I, which is equals to 6.92 at an angle 14.6. This is the current in polar form, right. Now, we have to calculate the complex power of this source 1 like that source 2. Therefore, complex power of source 1, we have to calculate that, that is, for example, S1, which is equals to what? Conjugate, I conjugate, right. This is the formula for complex power. Therefore, complex power S1 is nothing but V is what? 10 at an angle 30 into I conjugate is what? From this, I conjugate is what? 6.92, just you have to change minus 14.6 degrees, that is it. Only angle changes. If it is minus, minus to plus, if it is plus, plus to minus, that is it. There is no change in the magnitude of current, right. So, from this 6.9, I conjugate is nothing but minus 14.6 degrees. So, from this S1 is what? 69.2 at an angle 14.6, we can get 15.4 degrees, right. So, this is in the form of polar. Therefore, S1 is what? 69.2 at an angle 15.4 should be equals to 66.7 plus J 18.3. This is the complex power for source 1. P plus JQ form, right. S is equals to P plus JQ form. Like that, complex power of source 2 is what? Again, S2 is nothing but, sorry, V1 I1 conjugate, V2 I2 conjugate, but at any case I1 conjugate should be equals to I2 conjugate should be equals to I conjugate, that is it, right, because the current is same in every branch, because all are connected in series. Therefore, S2, what is the value of V2? 6 at an angle 60 into I2 conjugate is nothing but what? Again same value of 6.92 at an angle minus 14.6, right. So, from this we can get 6 into 6.92 . 41.52 at an angle 45.4 degrees. This is in, sorry, what are the units? Volt amperes, right? You can write the volt amperes. So, from this 41.52 at an angle 45.4 should be 29.15 plus J 29.56. This is in the form of rectangular, that is volt ampere. That is it. So, like this you can calculate the value of complex power of different sources. See, this is the given problem. From this we can calculate the complex powers of this source and this source. So, by using source transformation technique we can convert this current source into voltage source. Therefore, the circuit becomes like this, all are connected in series. From this circuit we can calculate the value of current. The current is what? 6.92 at an angle 14.6. So, this is the value of current, but to calculate the complex power, what is the formula? V I conjugate. So, this is the current value, I conjugate is nothing but what? 6.92 at an angle minus 14.6. So, from this, with respect to source 1, V1 into I1 conjugate, this is the value of V1 I1 conjugate, we can get like this. Like that for source 2, V2 into I2 conjugate, the value of I1, I2 and I all are equal. Therefore, from this S1, S2 like this.